camera shut off?
Joy.
You weren't filming. But you're filming now.
Oops.
Maybe. I can't see the red light. With the bright light in my eye, I can't see the red light.
It says record.
Oh, I can't see nothing now. I'm looking at the light too bright. Get that light down on my eyes. Alright, we were going to work on this, but someone got sidetracked here. We got a couple of interruptions in the last 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, so this is now, the tight spot is now 18 and a quarter or 18 and a half, and the loose spot was 20.2. So what's that make it? It makes it about 3/10 bigger than it was. Okay, let's see what we got. See, that's got like twice the clearance now.
Yeah. Got a little jiggle to it.
Notice how it slides off really easy now. No more binding. That's what I like.
Ready for those high revs.
See, on straight motors, they bind. You got to be just right to slide on and off. And the racing stuff, just boop, 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 doesn't matter. Nice and loose. So, okay, so this is ready to put together. But somebody got me sidetracked again. Somebody said he lost his screw. Now, I don't know how you lost your screw. Now, do you think maybe it's stripped? Is why you lost it?
I don't know.
And then you said you want a new diaphragm too.
Well, we're already there.
We're not there yet, but we're getting there. So first we got to find the screw. Is that your cell phone ringing?
Nope.
Somebody probably does have it on a cell phone, I'm sure. Car alarm. Piss off everybody in the room.
That'd be a good one.
All the yuppies will be going outside looking at their beamers. That'd be good. That'd be with dirt if I had a cell phone. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're getting closer. Geez, I only got one kit left? Jeez, that's getting bad. Okay, there is your rebuild kit. See, it has diaphragm in there. Springy. New push rod you never need, and a ball when you drop it on the floor. You can't find it. And then you have the new O-rings that go inside to seal it. All important parts. And here's the rubber booty. Right there. Now, do you see what S&S uses for rubber booties?
Yeah, CV can.
There you go. No, these are...
Just can?
See the dash number?
Oh.
These are the old CV, not non-CV. CVs, I don't know if they even have one. The same part. It's a lot cheaper, too, than the one that in the book put in. Okay, I don't see we're getting any screws. There we go. Screw pile. Find the right baggie, see? If we're lucky, one of these might fit. These don't look like the right ones. I'm thinking you're screwed right now until I find them. Maybe it's one of these. They're smaller than those, aren't they?
Yeah, they look a little smaller than that.
Yeah, well. This one here is a slotted screw.
That one looks like it.
It says bull, which is these ones over here. Here's the one you can't find that goes... That is that one. Yeah, that's the one that goes all the way down. That is a small one. These are the short ones here. So there you are missing one of these. It says float and bowl. See, I was looking for a short one. That's the other one. There's a reason why they stock all this crap. Some yo-yo is going to come in and wants it one day. So how did you leave a screw that's that big? going in tight too. So if you loosen up these ones, let the float ball recenter. That one should go in easier, but it's not. It's still going in tight. But it does torque, so we know it's good. I think that screw has been missing for a while. It's all full of crap. So what jets are in this?
I have no idea.
How do you tune your bike?
I inherited this one. I have no idea.
Okay, about the same as everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So you're consistent Harley rider is what you're saying?
Yeah, consistency counts.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Looks kind of crispy in there. Most of the float barely gets anything in it. I'm thinking it should be more than that. What do you think?
It doesn't look like it gets much float in the floating.
No, that looks pretty high up, or low down, I mean. I'm sure there's supposed to be some stupid low last number like that, but... That is racing. Now, see, that's where it should be for racing purposes. But for street, it might lightly flood. That looks better. So everybody's going to go in the book and read and tell me if that's right or wrong. What do you think? I think that's about where they put it. I know they don't put it way up high where it belongs. That'll got too much fuel in the motor. Okay, see this O-ring right here?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure it's still soft and not totally mushed. Looks like a semi-truck ran over it. So yours still looks like it's semi-round and soft, so it's good. It doesn't hurt to check that. Yep, it's tight. Okay, it all looks good. This here, that's the material coming off of it.
Oh yeah.
When was the last time that had liquid material inside of it? Might have been a while ago, maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to even read the jets, they're so dirty. Okay, so how fast are you going with this? You don't know? Where's the number at? See, I don't see it on the end. This one here is a 72. Right?
Yes.
Good deal. How about that one?
Uh,
I don't see a number, do you?
no, I don't either.
I mean, it's on the side someplace. I still don't see a number anywhere on the side either. Gotta wipe the crud off to see. It's probably a 29.5. See, I like to tap through the gasket so you don't have to pull the gasket off.
Mm.
I don't even see a number on that.
Oh. Towards the threads. There you go.
Way down there?
Right there. Yeah, way down there.
Oh, there it is. That's way yeah, that's way on the bottom. Let's see, get the light where I can read it. I think it says 31. What's it say?
Cannot read that.
You can't read it. Why not?
No.
Why not?
The old eyes have left me long ago.
You have a camera there. It says 031 like I said on it. You can't read that? Where's the focus at? So you gotta get the machine to focus in on it. You gotta fake it into it, see. You read it now? Your eyeball's good enough yet?
I'm going to agree with you just so we can move on.
Oh, okay. Well, if you put it in a big screen TV, you'll really see it really good.
Perfect.
Can you see all that? Is there light on the outside of this that you can see through? Can't tell. Okay, I gotta look at it now. Yes, it appears there's a hole in there. That means it's open. Okay. So this has got big jets in it. So you should run all right on your bike. a good starting point. Might throw a 74 in it, but 72 is a good starting point. So have you run this yet or not?
Yeah, I have run it.
So it does run?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that should be opened up. Otherwise, you pull out the emulsion tube, make sure that the holes are not plugged. Okay, so that's all good to go. So what jets did you have on it? You remember? You forget?
I have no idea.
Already? You already forgot?
Yeah, 31 and a 72.
Yeah, you're pretty good already. So you put 72 and a 31. And what size jet you got?
72 and a 31.
There you go. Damn, that's pretty smart. You got a good memory. Guess why I do that?
So you know where you're at?
There you go. We put a new kit in this thing?
I did not.
Are we going to put a new kit in it?
Does it need it?
Probably not. I didn't ask you that.
Oh, if it doesn't need it, I'm good with leaving it alone.
Well, I don't know if the accelerator pump worked before. You said it might have been.
I don't know.
Well, then it should be fine then.
I was just thinking about changing the diaphragm.
That's part of the kit. So you want the kit in there or not? You tell me.
Well, we're here right now.
Well, yeah, I didn't ask you that. I already knew I was here. I asked if you wanted a new kit in here or not.
Yeah, let's put a new kit in there.
Oh, damn. See, now I'm already back together already. Now you want me to take it back apart again. See, you waited too long. Okay, we're going to pull this thing out. See how this does not want to come out of here?
Yeah. Ooh. Gummy.
Yeah. Okay, we don't need it. The accelerator pump is non-functional at this point. So you want to start this in the hole. So how many years has that screw been missing?
I'm going to guess that it was not in there
I know it wasn't in there.
for a minimum of 2 years.
Yeah, I know it hasn't been in there for a while because the hole's all full of crap. So you just bring them all down lightly. Then you tighten them. Then we unscrew this one. We didn't need that, did we? I think that's been on there for a while.
Wow.
What year corrosion is that?
Looks like mid 90s.
Okay, good.
You think?
Not quite that old.
No? Early 2000s?
What do you think the fuel level was?
Dry.
No, it's shiny, which means that's above the fuel level. Dirty is the fuel level. It has a level mark on that, just
Yeah,
like
it looks
like a flooded house. See?
Hmm.
Okay, that's your new stuff there. We'll use that. Okay, so here's another bolt over here. See, that one looks pretty good.
Shiny.
That was shiny. You didn't need that, did you? There we go. See, one dirty one, one shiny. Okay, the O-rings look good. There's a springy right there. See a little springy? See it? Little rings. Sticky too, see? Good stuff. Got some good gummy stuff in there. Okay, now for the fun part. It's like buried treasure in there.
Yeah.
At least there's no bugs come out. That's a good sign. Okay. Uh-oh, I lost my balls. There goes my balls. My balls back. I'm making a break for it. Indent that further. Okay, so what do we got in here? Hopefully we got everything we just took out. If we don't, we're going to have a problem. Now do not cut right across the diaphragm. Go to the other side.
That's a good
That's a good tech tip.
yeah, tech tip for sure.
Do not cut diaphragm. Unless you want to reuse the old one. Look, that label comes off. The package isn't opening though. What's up with that? Did you seal it lower down? Oh, they sealed it way down here. Sneaky. Where's my knife? There's my knife. Sneaky bastards. Okay, we're going to cut it down here this time. Down this far. Still got more paper in here than plastic. Okay, I got it open finally. Okay, there is a brand new one of those. There goes a ball. Did you see that ball running away? It was making a break for it. Okay, this goes in a hole over here. Look at that. Brand new one. Okay, the ball went under here.
Ball and spring.
No, that's the old spring. This is the new ball. Okay, the new stuff goes over here, see? Do that. A new spring. New ball. New diaphragm. Oh, you gonna make the dimple better?
Mo better.
More better? Where'd the spring go? There it is, right there. So now you make sure everything's full by just squeezing the bag. When you don't feel nothing in there, it's empty. Now you can put all your old junk back in the bag, like that. Okay, so here's our new diaphragm. Now the hardest part about this project is getting this to stay inside of that when you put it together. Actually, it's pretty hard to do. Okay, so you gotta make sure everything goes back in how it came out. You remember how it all came out?
Yeah.
There's your spring. That goes in a big hole. Damn, the line is in my way. My fat fingers don't want to work today. Bingo, got it in there. You didn't think I was going to get that in there, did you? Put the O-ring in there. Another O-ring. Get goo on my fingers now. Ball. Make sure the ball goes up and down with the spring. It does. Good deal. Now we want the carburetor to stay upright. Like that. There's your springy. Goes in there like that. Here's your lid right here. The diaphragm goes down on top of that. And that round stuff has to stay in there, inside of this, while you got a spring underneath it trying to pop it out. See how that can be interesting at times?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. And you notice how the diaphragm's always bigger when it needs to be. So now the fun part is how do you make this all go together, flip it upside down and reassemble it, because the balls are over there. Now if you put grease to hold those in, it might not ever clean out and it might not ever work. You make sure this goes all the way in here and stays in. You know, side doesn't like to stay in there.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do now?
I'd say you keep working it.
Well, you could do that, or you can fix the problem. It's called grease. First thing you can do is wipe this off a little bit. If you got some brake clean laying around, we could use that, but we're cheap around here. Just wipe off the excess. Take a little grease, back into the groove, not inside the solar pump though. Off the excess where you're sloppy and messy. I don't know anybody like that around here, do you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, where's your spring? Lost it. Oops. No spring hole then, see? Grease is like glue. Okay, now you gotta put this back in there. Keep pressure on the center part. And come around. Try to get that damn thing to stay in there. The grease will help a little bit, but it still does not want to stay in there. Now you could use some kind of a tacky gasket sealer thing maybe too. But I don't like putting that crap on my diaphragms. It might affect the diaphragm, how it works. Okay, this one does not want to play friendly. It's actually being worse with the grease than without the grease. Doesn't want to stay in there at all now. It's not playing friendly. Alright. Time to quit screwing around. Flip it over, put it in there. So, right now it is not in there correctly. We'll get at least one screw in here. Like that. Okay, now you got to try to pick that damn rubber in there and get it into the groove, but not too deep. So what you do is you put steady pressure on it. Just try to slip it in there. See this side here, see how it pulls in? So it's in there all the way. The screwdriver's too fat. Screwdriver's too fat. You skinny your screwdriver. Skinny your screwdriver. If you go in too deep, you can poke the rubber and have a problem with the diaphragm being with a hole, which would not be a good thing. So right now this is not going down like I want it to go. goes. See how it pulled in all the way around now? Back a couple times, kind of self-centers it.
Right.
The whole time I got pressure on my thumb on there.
Right.
And I got strong thumbs, so I got about 10 pounds of pressure I'm holding on that damn thing this whole time. Okay, you slide it back and forth, make sure it is in there all the way. See, it looks pretty even all the way around now. So now you go ahead and put the other screw in there where it ran off to. So what do we do with a screw? Drop it, lose it, somewhere. Let's get this one in there. Okay, where did the screw go? I didn't hear it drop. So that means it is round here nearby. It's right there. Must have been under the rag. Okay, let's get the pressure on it. It should pull in all the way down flat. See, it looks pretty flat all the way around. It's not buckled up anywhere. That means it should be all the way in the hole, or in the groove. We're squishing the grease out right now. Okay. See how that works?
All better.
And what fell off over here? Oh. Remember we talked about that being a problem?
Oh yeah. A little bit of a vacuum leakage.
But this is not the one that we had before. This is on the other. The one we looked at before was on the manifold, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
This one here is a little bit more crispier. Feel that one.
Wow. I'll say.
So that would be a leak. Now see how it was cracked right through the, where they got the zip tie on there?
Oh yeah.
So that was a leaker. So that probably had a little hairline crack in that one, and when I just bumped it with my finger, I snapped it off. So if you look at that, it's probably crystallized a little bit.
Totally dry rotted.
Yes. Alright. So that is called ported vacuum. No, that's not ported. That's just manifold. Ported would be off of down here. That's manifold vacuum. Alright, so that one there is going to be a problem. So that's going to have to be soldered out. So do you have a way of soldering that, or do I got to do it?
I've got a soldering iron if it's the same.
Yeah, same thing. So I would recommend soldering up both this one and this one here.
Is it the same size hole?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a vacuum hole. Yeah, so just go in there, solder it up, put a little cap of solder on top, call it done. Same thing as that one.
Done deal.
This one's a little bit bigger hole than this one, see? Takes the same line, 3/16, but
Yep.
you can see the difference in hole size. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but anyway, just solder them up. After you do solder, come over here and make sure it's not pouring down inside of this thing.
Gotcha.
Now, this goes inside of a gallery in here where all the fuel comes through. So don't just be pouring solder in this left and right, because it's going inside your carburetor the whole time.
Right.
So usually what I do is I just put the carburetor at a slight angle, get it hot, touch the solder to it, you know, make a nice little bright ball on top, you're done.
Gotcha.
That's all you need. And if you got a ball that's like sitting on top of the flat part, that means it's not stuck on there yet. It has to melt in.
Melt in.
Be a nice dome,
Gotcha.
not just a turd sticking on top.
Gotcha.
A turd on top will fall off. Alright, so there's your carbonator rebuild 101 again. Now this here works. Auxiliary pump. Or actually enrichment circuit, not pump. Now this here, you got to make sure you know where that is. You know where that's at?
I have no idea.
It is half, one, one and a half turns out. Half, one, yeah. So You can write that up on here if you forget. So you don't know what it is right now.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's pretty easy to figure it out when you run a bike. So once you get the bike to idle, which means you have to tighten the idle screw down until it will hold an idle without the choke on. And you just screw it until it dies, and you unscrew it until it runs the highest RPM. If the idle speed is too high, lower it back down. Go back and do that again until you get to the highest point. There's going to be a sweet spot. You can be on either rich or lean or in the middle of the sweet spot. That's up to you. That should work. If it's a flat spot above idle, your low speed jet's too small. If it's real lumpy feeling, it's too fat, then you go the other way, go a little smaller. Then the main jet covers everything above that. I don't like those separate circuit pieces they put in their Thunder jets. I don't like all that crap. Alright, that's how you do that. So now get back to the motor.
And now we know.
Alright, there you go. Off. Boom. Done.